All right, here we go.
So, good morning. Start laying down and have both of your blocks just nearby where you can get to them. It's a little dark this morning. It's a little cloudy out here this morning. So find yourself really comfortable coming down to the floor. Maybe you keep your knees bent so that you can feel the spaces behind the back without any strain. Your feet are hips width apart or wider. And if you want, you can take the feet wide and bring the knees to the middle, whatever feels good for you right there. And then snuggle your body into the yoga mat. Just kind of figure out where it feels the best for you. Your hands are either down on the floor or they're resting at the lower belly. The shoulders start to come down to the floor. And you start to tap into your breath, your energy, where you're at this morning. And as the eyes close and the breath starts to get a little more normal, just soft in and out. Maybe we kind of think about that quote this morning. That instead of trying to become anything, what we are doing is unbecoming the things that aren't working for us anymore, that never were us in the first place. Maybe we let that possibility settle into our bones, into the meat and the flesh and the spirit of who we are. Feel the shoulders getting a little bit heavier, the chest getting a little bit wider. Good, one more very focused, aware breath here. And then bring both knees to your chest. Squeeze them in, stretch your low back, your hips, your sacrum a little bit, and then keep the right leg in, but stretch the left leg nice and long. And then switch sides. Start to notice the breath and the movement as you switch again, switch. And again, switch. Good, one more, both sides, switching, just stretching, just kind of waking up our bodies, whatever you've been doing this morning. And then right knee in, left leg long, let it come all the way to the floor. And then release, if you're holding your right leg, release your hands and just stretch it out to the floor. And then slide your knee along the side so that the knee would come to the outer arm if it could go that far. And then bring it back down and bring it to chest, no hands. And then stretch out, same leg, bring it out to the side as if it could slide along the floor. And bring it up to your chest. Good, and one more, just slide it out to the side. Bring it back down, bring that knee to chest, hold it there, take your hands behind your knee. your left leg nice and long. If your hamstrings are super tight, maybe you bend your left knee and let that foot stay on the floor. And then straighten your right leg up to the ceiling and back down. Good, and up and down. One more, reach it up and take it down. Good, one more, take it up, hold it this time. Point your toes and flex, point and flex. Good, one more, point, flex, circle that ankle. One direction, really good circles here. So make that movement as big as you can for you. Circle the other way. Good, and then flex it really hard as much as you can for you. Point your toes as tall up to the ceiling as you can. And then draw your first name with that foot. So whatever it is, I hope it's not too long. Write out your first name. Make it a flare. And then bring your knee to your chest. Good, and straighten the right leg. Bring your left knee to chest. Squeeze it in, your right leg is on the floor, and then straighten it down and slide the knee out toward the outer arm. And bring it down. Good, bring it into chest, squeeze it in, straighten it out, and bring it out and cross. No hands necessary. Good, one more, bring it in. Push it back out. Slide it over to that opposite shoulder or the same side shoulder and down. And then bring your knee to your chest and hold it there. Activate the right leg or bend the right leg and keep that foot on the floor. Hands go behind your left knee. Straighten it up and bend it and straighten and bend it back. Good, one more of these. Straighten it up. Bend it, and then take that leg straight up. Point your toes and flex. Good, two more. Point and flex. Point it and flex, and then big circles. Really big circles. One direction, and then the other direction. And then write out your last stage. With your foot, which mine's a lot longer. Don't forget to dot your I's. Breathe and release that knee. Take the knee to chest. Good. Bring both knees to chest. Squeeze them both in. Take your hands to your outer knees, but leave the knees bent and just gently, gently press those knees out to the side. And then take the hands to the outside of your knees and squeeze them back in. Good, take them to the hands inside, press the knees out. Hands go out, press the knees in. Good, three more right here. Press it out, go gentle, just kind of experiment. Bring them in and out. Back in, almost there, last one. Press it out, maybe hold here, maybe flex the feet. Find a small space behind your lower back. Press the shoulders into the floor, your head is neutral. Stretching out those inner thighs, lovely, lovely, and bring them back in. Good, knees to chest, right knee stays in, left leg goes really long. Stretch, 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 and last one, switch sides. Good, and release it. Both feet back to the floor and grab your blocks. And take the blocks up toward the ceiling. You're just holding on to them in whichever way makes sense for you. My palms are just resting on those short edges of the block. And then just switch. So take one arm overhead, one hand to the floor. And then switch sides. And just kind of notice as you breathe, right? Maybe that arm that's going overhead, the palm, the back of the palm is touching the floor. And when you bring them back down, the block is hitting the floor. And just get a sense of what's happening in your upper body, right? As we start to move through the ribs, we move through the shoulder blades. Find your breath here. Good, couple more, both directions. And then take both blocks up to the ceiling and turn them so that your wrists, it's hard to describe, so that turn the block so that the wide edge is away from you and bend the elbows until those elbows come to the floor. Your arms are in kind of cactus pose, right? And then press them up and touch. So it's kind of like if you go to the gym or have done these before, little military press, pressing the elbows down and then bringing the blocks back together. Good. A few more right here. Just warming up the chest. Try not to have the blocks over your nose. Try to have it more over chest. Squeeze them in and down. Good. Two more. Squeeze in and down. Last one. Squeeze it and take it down. And then bring both blocks together above your head. So you're holding on, the blocks are together, your hands are on either side of them, palms are face in. And bring the blocks back so that they're kind of lined up with your forehead. Squeeze the elbows toward each other and simply bend the elbows and raise the arms. So a little tricep curl here. Still just warming up our shoulders. Noticing, try not to let the elbows move too much. They're not moving up and down. They're not moving in and out. They're staying as if you had a block between the elbows. Good, stay with me here if you can. Find your breath. You're just tapping those blocks down behind your head and lifting the arms straight. If you're not fully straightening your arms, straighten them. So start to notice, right? Almost no weight with these blocks. I think Toby with her books, this might not work so well. Good. And notice that you're starting to feel those arms a little bit. Good, 5 more, here we go. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Good, reach it up. Take those same 2 blocks to your belly. Keep the elbows tucked, and then push straight up. And then tuck it down, and up. Good, down. Keep the elbows at your sides. Don't let them splay. Reach them up, squeeze them back. Good, there you go. 5 more right here. 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and set those blocks aside. And just let those arms go overhead. Just stretch them out. And notice. And then draw both knees to chest. Roll over to one side. Come on up. Oh, good. And sit in your best seated pose. So if it's cross-legged, that's great. If the legs have to be out in front, that's awesome too. And roll your shoulders. And then roll just one. And roll just the other. Good, and then both squeeze them up. Exhale them down. Squeeze them both up and down. One more time, squeeze them up and down. Left hand goes out to the side, right arm reaches. Little side bend, we know, right? That left shoulder has to roll back and down so it's not scrunching forward. Check out your head, your neck, make sure you're not tense there. And then feel the ribs. So press the right side ribs out and then squeeze them back in. You're gonna feel a compression here, the work on that side. So press them out and squeeze them in. Good, one more time, press them out and squeeze them in. And then try to find neutral. So not a press out, not a squeeze in, both sides trying to get more even. Reach over your left knee, pause right there. Let that hand come to the floor. Let your right hand come to the floor, let your left hand come to the floor, widen your collarbones, and then press back through those hips. Just stretching it out. If you want more stretch, that right hand walks over to the left a little bit more as you get more into side body on that right side. And then walk your hands to center. Listen up. Press your hands into the floor. Lift your chest. Widen your collarbones. Press back through the sit bones. Maybe you lower your elbows here, but see if you can stay somewhat neutral in the spine. Good, and then slide those hands back, roll the shoulders back. Right hand goes to the mat, left arm reaches over. Just check it out. How's it feeling on this side? Make sure you're softening that right shoulder. And then reach the ribs out to the left and then squeeze them back in. You're really focused on that left side. Press them out and squeeze them in. Good, one more. Press out and squeeze them in. Ooh, it's amazing how that little simple move can get you. And then relax it enough that it feels more neutral. Reach over your right leg. Let the hand come to the floor. Stretch out the right leg as well. You're leaning over that right knee. The shoulders drop and go wide. Breathe. Just stretching it out. Walk the left hand over to the right more if you want a little bit more stretch on that side. Good, and then walk those hands to center. Maybe reach the hands out further if that's appropriate for you, but then just press that tailbone back as if you push those hands away from you. Good, breathe. Head neutral, maybe the elbows drop, maybe not, maybe you're up a bit higher for you. Take that breath in, keep lengthening through your torso. And slide those hands all the way up, roll the shoulders back and breathe. Good, and then take the arms out in front of you and widen the shoulder blades so that you engage between, or widen the shoulders so you engage between the shoulder blades. And then just reach one arm forward and bring it back. Don't overreach here, and reach the other one and come back. Good, reach one hand, take it back. Reach the other hand, take it back. Reach both hands and squeeze them back. Good, one more here. Reach both and squeeze it back and let the hands go and grab your block again. So there's an interesting thing kind of circling the yoga web these days, and they're calling them scapula circles. So they're meant to keep range of motion through the scapula, which are your shoulder blades. And it's kind of like this, right? It's this circular movement of the shoulder. So we're gonna play with that a little bit. Grab one block, take it nice and wide, reach it out, and then take it out further without reaching forward. And then keep the arms straight, keep the hands gently pressing on the block, but raise the shoulder blades down. And just see if you can find the motion of a circle between the shoulder blades, right? Try not to bend the elbows. They can be soft, but try not to bend them. And just notice, right, how that feels. And then maybe start to rock the body with it, right? Bringing it in. All of a sudden I have this feeling, this idea of a train, you know, chugga, chugga, chugga. So we're just like, right? That wheel of a train moving around, right? Yeah, woo-hoo! And then pause in the center and take it all the way to the right. And center. Take that block all the way to the left. And center, one more. Take it all the way to the right. Take it center. All the way to the left. Woo! And center. And let those arms down. Wow. Right? It's crazy how that little bit of work can really, you can really feel it. All right, we've got one more here. Let's see if I get this right. Take the block wide. Your palms are facing, you're just resting your palms. You're not grabbing the block or anything. And pretend you're driving a car. All I want you to do is start to rotate the block. Again, gentle. to see what's going on as we internally and externally rotate our shoulders. Internal, external rotation. Maybe you go one way and pause for a minute. Lift that torso, don't sink back. Don't forget. And then come back to center and go to the other side. Right? How does it feel as you move one way or the other way? Good. And release it, take it down. Holy moly. You think we were lifting 10 pounds here. All right, we got one more and then we're done with the block. Change your seat if your legs are getting cranky. You're gonna hold on to the block. I'm gonna set it off to the side just so you can see. And you're gonna just kind of cup it like you were holding a bowl in your hands. The elbows, forearms come a little bit closer together, and then you're just gonna drop it down and press it up. How high you go is totally up to you. You don't have to go high. You're barely holding on to that block. You're just letting it be your focus point here as you squeeze it up and down. Don't try not to let the elbows go out to the sides. You got it. And 3 more. Up and down. And up. Down again. Last one. And down. Good. Set that block aside. Take the legs out in front of you. Bend your knees. Go ahead and lean back on the shoulders. But draw the shoulder blades toward each other so the chest stays open. And windshield wiper those lovely legs. Waking up this morning. Good. The next time those knees are over to your left, go ahead and pause. And then bring your right leg back a little bit so that you can sort of sit relaxed here if possible with both knees bent. Your left hand goes out to the left. Inhale, reach the right arm up and take it over your ear. And then stretch the right side ribs really long, really far out to the right. And then squeeze them back in as the arm comes down. Reach them out. And squeeze them in. Good. Reach them out. Some of you might be able to drop down to your elbow when you're reaching out and up. 2 more. Reach them out. And squeeze them in. Last one. Reach, reach. And out. Good. This time, take that same arm over. This time, start to reach the shoulders over to the left side. Let your right hand come down. Let your left hand extend out. And then see where your body is willing to go. Maybe you're going to stay right up on those arms. Maybe you're going to drop down to the elbows. That feels good. Maybe you're going to come down to your forehead. And just find your breath here. And as you're ready, walk the hands up wherever you are. Take your right hand behind, shift your legs, come back to your center, windshield wiper again, just to work those hips some. Next time the knees are over to the right, pause right there, take the left leg and bring it back so that it feels more comfortable. Your right hand is back where it should be to support your body. And then inhale, left arm up and take it over. Reach the left side ribs out. And as you come up and tap the fingers, squeeze them back in. Good. And reach. Yeah. And squeeze them in. 3 more. Reach out. And squeeze it in. 2 more. That song, reach out and touch someone. Not today. And then reach it out, stretch it out, turn the shoulders, let the left hand plant, let the right hand plant. Start to square those shoulders over the mat. Maybe you lower down to your elbows. Yeah. So a little twist here, sweet little twist. Maybe you come all the way down so that your forehead is on the floor. Maybe not. Good, deep breath, everybody. And then slowly walk up. That's such a sweet little twist. You could stay there for hours. Not quite. Come back to center. Let's straighten out those legs. Good. And then point and flex those lovely feet. Lift the shoulders, bring the back, fingertips just slightly back and behind you. Start to fire up the legs. Lift the left leg. Keep the chest tall. Oh, big deep breath, I know. Keep that leg straight if you can. Open it up, lift, maybe it comes higher, maybe the hands come off the floor. Breathe, and lower down. Shake it out. It's good for those quads, I know. So think happy thoughts. Good, lift up your torso, squeeze your belly, lift the right leg, lift the chest. Find that nice pose, ground the opposite leg, right? So press the left leg into the floor. Maybe the hands reach up, maybe not. Ooh, yeah. Big deep breath. And shake it out. All right, lift back. Lift your left leg. Ooh, hold on. Squeeze the knee to chest and push it out. Slide it along the imaginary floor, so you're going out and back. 3 of these. Squeeze it in, out, squeeze it out, and forward. Last one, squeeze it in, press it out, slide that knee back, and out, hold it, hold it, hold it, lift up. Take the arm up, take the leg out to the side. Oh, yeah. And take it across. Take it out. And take it across. Last one, squeeze it out. And take it across. Bend the knee in and straighten it out. Take it out. Roll your shoulders. Find your breath. Fingertips behind. Lift your right leg. Lift the chest nice and tall, nice and open. And breathe. And when you're ready, knee to chest. Press it out. Bring it out to the side. Try to touch your arm. And forward. Bring it in. Try to keep the left leg engaged. And out. Last one of these. Squeeze it in. Press it out. Bring it out to the side. Bring it back, lift that leg, lift your chest, find it, take it out to the side, and bring it across, oh, and bring it out to the side, and across. I just saw my left foot going wonky, out to the side, and across, bring it forward, squeeze it into your chest, straighten that leg. Now, Dandasana is easy compared to all that. So find a solid, strong Dandasana. The shoulders are soft but back, the hands pressing or fingertips pressing into the floor. Legs active, fire up your quadriceps. Breathe, arms come up. Breathe, maybe curl the fingers, maybe squeeze and spread. And then take those arms out to the sides. Good, turn the palms forward, reach just your right arm around, and then slide it across and open. Take the left arm across, slide it across, open. 3 more, cross, or really 2 more, 3 total, open, bring it across, house the legs, open, last set, bring it across, slide it open, bring it across, last one, slide it open. Breathe, lift your chest, lift, 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 and let go. Good, shake out the legs, everybody. Good, and let's come on up to table pose. Have your blocks near the front of your mat. We're gonna need them shortly, so make sure they're there. If you have them, take your fingertips to the mat, or your fingers, your hands to the mat. do a few cats and cows here. Just warm up our spines. Good, couple more. Exhale, curling it in. And last one. And in. And then see if you can circle the ribs. This is tricky to teach on Zoom because otherwise I'd be putting my hands on your ribs. But imagine those ribs are stirring a pot. And so the ribs are going down to the side, up to the other side, and down. Really try to find movement through your side body. And switch directions. Reach it out, reach it up, out, and down. 2 more big circles. That's it. Last one. And come to neutral. Plant those hands, flip your toes under, lift your knees a couple of inches, 2, 3, 4 inches off the floor. Squeeze the heck out of your body. And downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Stretch them out. Check your shoulders. You know you can come down at any point that you need to. Child's pose, anytime that makes sense for you. And then inhale to your tippy toes. Look through your hands. Slowly lower your knees to the floor. Good. And stretch out in child's pose. Good. Press on up. Step forward, right leg. Right leg forward. Take your blocks if you have them and just set them on, set your hands on the blocks. They can be low or medium level. And then slowly straighten your front leg, lift your toes, and then plant your foot, bend your knee. As you bring it back, you can curl the body toward that leg. And as you come forward, bend the knee, lift up chest, head. Good, and again, reach back. Reach forward. Last one. Reach it back. Reach it forward. Leave your left hand on the block. Take the right arm up. Little easy twist here. Big deep breath. Fired up left side glute, right? Keeping that energy there. Maybe you drop in a little bit more, but you don't have to. Find that just right kind of stretch that isn't too much. And then exhale, put that hand on the block, lift your knee. Fire up the left leg, and then put your weight, most of that front foot weight, on the heel. So the hamstring loads up a little bit. And then the same thing here. I want you to straighten your front leg. You can bring your toes with you if you want. Bend the knee and look up. If this is too much, lower your left knee. Good. Bring it back. Bring it forward. Oh, yeah. Bring it back. Bring it forward. Hold. Try to press into the heel of your right foot. Left hand stays where it is. Take the right arm up. Nice, easy twist here. Strong, fired up back leg. Good, bring that same right hand back behind you and down to the floor. Lower your left knee. Slide your right leg back. Shake out your booty. Good, and switch sides. Left leg forward, right knee back. You're on your knee. You've got good alignment, front knee, front ankle. Maybe weight the front heel a little bit more. That'll help engage the hamstring. And then same thing here, just bring it back and bring it forward. There you go. Slide it back and bring it forward. 2 more, slide it back. Bring it forward, watch the breath. Last one, swing it back. And forward, hold right here. Right hand stays where it is, left arm goes up. Finding this nice little twist, right glute is active, pressing that right foot into the floor. Big deep breath, and exhale, hand comes to the floor. 1, stay here. 2, lift your right knee. Find that high lunge, strong poses, everybody. Don't let the low back sink, don't let the upper back round. And then same thing, straighten your front leg. And then bend it. Good, straighten it up. And bend it, lift the chest when you're bent, there you go. And one more, straighten it. And bend it. Right hand stays on your block. Left arm goes up. Make sure you're staying on that full back foot, right? The full ball mound of your back foot. Don't slide to the outside. And then bring the left arm way back until you land it on your block. If your hands are on blocks and the blocks are low, step back down dog. Otherwise, hands off blocks. Good, big deep breath. Come to your tippy toes, lower your knees, and come up on your knees if you can. If that is a problem, maybe just take one leg forward so that you're not hurting both knees, and grab one block. Good, just find your balance here. You've got one block in front of you. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, bend the elbows, and take it up. Exhale, down. Good, and again, inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Take it down. One more right here, take it up. Bend the elbows. Inhale up and take it down. Good, if you were on one leg forward, go ahead and switch to the other side. If you were on both knees, just stay on both knees. Good, hands forward, breathe. Grab the block with your right hand, open wide. Grab it and open. Grab it, other hand, there you go, take it out. Grab it. Open, what's going on with the legs as we move the arms, right? And open, good, grab it with the right hand, open, take it above your head. And down, under your leg, Inhale, I just made that one up. And under your leg, take it up, under your leg. We do have to do it both directions, sorry, so 3 more. And down, this is fun. I like this one. And down, last one, reach it up and down. Woo, center block down. And bring that leg back if you're on single knee. And come to table pose. Good. Flip your toes under. Lift those lovely knees. Find downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Stretch it out. And look through those hands, step forward, right leg. If you happen to have your blocks and you didn't throw them away like I did, grab your blocks and place them on your hands again. Straighten your front leg. Make sure you're pretty even on that back foot so it's not turned in, not turned out. And then squeeze the belly as you draw your chest forward. So very long here, long pyramid pose, stretching out this front hamstring. Engage the back leg, everybody. Leave your left hand on the block and take the right arm up. Watch the legs, squeeze those legs toward each other. If this is way too much, lower your knee, left knee. Breathe, squeeze the legs toward each other, that will help with balance. And reach the arm forward. Take that hand down to the floor to your blocks. Bend your front knee to step back. And switch sides. So find the lunge distance first, high or low. Straighten your front leg and pause. And just, I really like to kind of wiggle the front legs, hips, especially at the hamstring attachment at your sits bones, right? Press the whole front foot into the mat, press the whole back ball mound into the mat, lengthen through your chest. Your right hand stays on the block, and the left arm goes up. Squeeze those legs toward each other. Very similar to a reverse triangle. Breathe. And reach that arm forward. Lower the hand, bend your front knee to step back, downward facing dog. And then walk your hands off your block. Bend your knees. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. Oh, yeah. Good, roll your shoulders. Just move your blocks off the mat if they're still there. Roll it out. Oh, yeah. It's amazing how much work it takes. And then go wide on your mat. Bend your knees, find your good alignment. I think everybody that's in class knows all of that by now. Make sure the knees aren't rolling in, all that good stuff. Spread your feet, right? Plant your toes, roll the shoulders back, take the arms forward. And then reach one arm forward and bring it back. Reach the other arm forward and bring it back. Good. Take the one and back. Other one, back. One more. Reach it forward. Back and forward and back. Take both arms up. Palms face each other. Reach one arm high. Stay in the legs, by the way. And reach the other. And up. And up. Start to feel side body. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Sink down a little bit more as the arms go up. Woo! And then start to straighten the arms as if you were pulling yourself up on a rope until your legs are straight. Exhale the arms down. Good, roll it out. Inhale the arms up. Slowly bend as if you were sinking back down the rope. Good, keep reaching the arms. Keep spreading the side body. Oh, yeah. Take it up. Good, arms out, goddess pose. Woo! Straighten the legs. Exhale, squeeze it down. And up. Good, down. Control here, not too much, not too little. Down. Squeeze it up. Good, two more. Squeeze down. Chest is tall. And up, last one, squeeze, hold right here, hands go to your thighs, roll the shoulders back. Push down on your legs as you shrug the shoulders up to your ears. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Anybody not feeling their legs at this point? And straighten the legs. Good, heel toe all the way in. Shake it out, everybody. And come on back to the front of your mat. I think our legs are getting warmed up. Good, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, nice forward fold. And just be willing to hang out here for a little bit. Your fingertips are either on your blocks or on the mat, maybe on your shins. Head is straight down, just stretching it out. Maybe take your feet a little bit wider than your normal. And maybe circle the arms a little bit. Just kind of make the shoulders ragdoll-ish, right? Just, let go of all that tension. And then bend the knees. Take one hand to opposite elbow and squeeze the heck out of your belly as you press into your legs. Take the arms overhead. Breathe. And exhale, bend your knees. Come on down. Good bend in your knees. Inhale, lift up, arms go overhead. Exhale, squeeze down, 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 down. Good, three more. Push into those legs. This is tough. If you need hands to legs instead, change it up. Two more. Push, 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 push. Those arms come up. Exhale down. And last one, push it up, everybody. And exhale down. And then plant those hands, walk your feet back into a hips width. Lift your right heel off the floor, step back to a lunge. High lunge or low, lower your right knee or keep it high. Check your front knee alignment, your right hand comes to the floor or your block, left arm up. Good, one, stay here. Two, internally rotate that palm and reach it behind your back. Really opening up left shoulder, left chest. Big deep breath, keep fired up legs. And release, take the arm up. Exhale, take that hand down to the floor. Either switch sides or step back, downward facing dog. To other leg forward. We know what that means. What leg was there? Right leg forward. High lunge here, everybody. Breathe. Left hand stays on the mat, right arm reaches up. Breathe, internal rotation of the top arm, take it behind your back. Open that space up. Big deep breath. Squeeze the back leg. Release that arm, take it up. Exhale it down to the floor. Step back, down dog. And lower your knees to the floor. And maybe find a little child's pose. So child's pose is interesting. If you are in child's pose, I want you to get a sense of your neck and how much it hangs to the floor. If your body is up so much that your head's really dropping, I would take your hands underneath your forehead so that your cervical spine has a more neutral alignment. Just take a deep breath. Maybe smile a little bit. Maybe realize all the things you are unbecoming so that you can be more of who you really are. Good, nice deep breath. All right, so when you're ready, and I know you are, come back to table pose. Flip your toes under, lift the knees off the floor. Maybe even pulse a little slow forward back, right? So that you would think you're going into downward facing dog, arms, and then more of a plank position over the wrists. Couple more. We build strength slowly but surely. One more right here. Squeeze it back. Squeeze it forward. And then downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Nice deep breath. Lower down to your knees. You can have hands on blocks or not. We don't really need them here unless that helps your wrists. Take the right leg back. And then lift it up. Squeeze your belly. Bring your knee to same side chest. Right up as high as you can go. And then press it out. Bring the knee to the outside arm, right? Same motion we've been doing earlier. Bring it in, press it out, squeeze it to the opposite arm, and press out. 3 more, squeeze it in, and out, squeeze it to the arm, press out. 2 more, squeeze in, out, big high knee, and back. Last one, squeeze it in, and out, squeeze, 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 and out, and lower that knee down. Maybe come off the wrist, come off the hands. Right, lots of options. You all see me, I squeeze my wrists a lot. It just helps kind of bring the bones back where they belong when I'm on my wrists a lot. All right, come on down. Last one, last time. Press back through the left leg, squeeze the belly in, lift the knee, or lift the leg, bring it into chest, Push it out, bring it out to the side and back. This is 4. And out. Think how happy you are to do this. This is so much fun. Breathe. And this is the last 2. Take this one out. Squeeze it over and out. Squeeze it in the chest. Last one. And out. And back. And lower the knee. And come off those hands. And shake them out. And breathe. Good. And then table pose to down dog to standing. However you want to get there, be mindful though. And come all the way up. Whew. Shake it out, everybody. So come into a forward fold, and if your blocks happen to be there, just let your hands rest on your blocks. My blocks are well forward with my feet so that my arms can be really comfortable just hanging here. And notice, so I want you to play with this idea. Bend your knees a significant amount, and then take your right foot off the floor. Bring it up into chest as much as you can, and then lower it down. The more the knees are bent, the easier this is. So peel your left foot and lift your left knee off the floor, left foot off the floor, and lower it down. Go back to the right side, squeeze it in, but this time push it out, straight out. Toes down, bring that knee back to chest. And plant the foot purposefully. Left side, lift the heel, lift the foot. Push it straight back. Bring it straight back in and down. Bend both knees and come on up. And exhale. And notice how that felt, right? So as we are engaging and then pushing, and then engaging and putting it back down. We're going a little further. Excuse me. Tickle in my throat. Why is a tickle in the throat not funny? It's like hitting your funny bone. Not funny. At all. Never has been funny. No. All right. Forward fold. I digressed. Soften the knees. Peel the right foot, squeeze it. And then reach the right leg, and if you can, I want you to hold. Weight your front foot, it's mostly in the middle, but it's a little heavy in the heel. Your hips are even, your toes are pointing down, you can even look back and look. Breathe, your hands are on your blocks so that your hands are under your shoulders. And then just release the left arm back along the hip. Notice if you just rolled into your toes, and if you did push back into your heel, whew, lower your hand, lower your leg. Bend both knees and come up to standing. And just get your equilibrium, right? Shake it all out. Good, and then nice deep hinge from your hips, come on down. Hands are on the floor, on your blocks. Bend your left knee, bring it into chest, push it out. Try to lengthen your torso. And I don't know if you can feel the difference between leaning into your toes and leaning more into the heel of that standing leg. But squeeze your belly. Lengthen, really push out through that heel, and then release the right hand and take it back. And breathe. Watch any strain, no strain in the head, the neck, none of that. And release, and put it down. Whew. Bend your knees. Come on up. Breathe. So far, so good? Good. All right, if you have blocks, turn those blocks up a little bit higher. Another option, by the way, is if you don't have blocks, but you happen to have a chair nearby, or even if you're near your bed or near a dresser, piece of furniture, you can put your hands on that chair, on that piece of furniture. So come on down. Make sure your blocks feel sturdy, steady. Soften and bend the knees. Peel your right foot and take it straight back. Adjust the blocks if needed so that your wrists are pretty much on your shoulders. Good, nice deep breath. Now push through the right heel. Be heavy in the right or in the left heel. Leg is nice and steady, glutes are active. Take the left arm forward instead of back. Breathe. Watch the tension. And release. Slowly lower the right leg. Let's go right to the left. Bend the knees, peel the left foot, push it back. Lengthen your torso, take the right arm forward. Woo! Breathe, breathe, breathe. And lower everything. Oh. And come up to standing. Shake it out. Take the feet a little wider on your mat, nice deep hinge of the hips, and just come on down. Head heavy. Big deep breath. Maybe bend and straighten the legs. Good. Hands to thighs. Come on up. Roll your shoulders. We're getting there, everybody. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. All right. If you have blocks, take them up nice and high. We're actually going easier in a way as we go higher than if we started high and went lower. So again, if you happen to have a chair, any piece of furniture near you that can be about chair level, take your hands to the chair or that instead. And then come on down. Now, when the blocks are up high, they're the easiest to tip, so your weight has to go straight down. Good. Tuck your belly, lengthen your torso. Peel your right foot, reach the right leg. Notice that it's a little easier because of the height, but it's a little less easy because of the instability of the blocks. Press your right hand into the block and reach your left arm forward. And see if both will extend out. Breathe. And lower the hand, lower the leg, bend your knees, peel the left foot off, press that leg back. You don't have to let go of hand, by the way. Nice time to tell you. Reach that leg, reach the right arm. Try to find that equal balance from the left leg to the right fingertips. Woo, and lower. And come on down. Woo. And come on up. Holy moly, I'm working hard today. Shaking it off. Take the legs wide. Come on down, forward fold. Maybe rock to one side and then the other. And come center. Good, bend your knees, heel toe in. Come on up. Oh, Lordy. We're all kind of moaning and groaning over here. I don't know about you. There you go. And then maybe set your blocks aside. If you're on a thick mat, come on off your mat. Oh, roll it out. And I want you to take your left foot forward and your right foot back slightly.
So you're not in a long lunge pose anymore. Your hips are centered, right? And you're just feeling, hang on. That was my little ankle brace and it was slippy. Not a good idea. And I just want you to keep your hands on your hips and kind of lean forward and maybe peel off that foot and then come back down. And peel off and come back down. So when we look at Warrior 3, the hips are level, the torso comes forward, we start to weight that front foot as we peel the back leg and see if we can lift it. And then we just lower it back down. If you're near a wall, right, near a piece of furniture, use that. Lean forward, peel off. Maybe both arms come back, airplane pose. Maybe, whoop, they both reach forward for Warrior 3. And down, ooh, and release. Shake it out. Step forward, right leg. Step forward, left leg. So, hands to hips, arms back, arms forward, or all three. Or none of the above, and just a peel off and a step back as we keep building strength here. So when you're ready, go slow. Come into the right leg, maybe lift, test the waters, and come back down. Maybe you lift and hold. Maybe the arms reach back. Maybe the arms reach forward. Maybe you reach to the wall. Breathe. Right. And then lower. And shake it out. And then just stand nice and tall. Rub out those hips. Good. When you inhale, left knee up, arms up and down. Lift up and down and up. Good. Down one more. Lift up and down. Good. This time lift up, hold. Bring your, I know I keep saying that, one more and then I do one more. And take the knee, left knee out to the side, take your elbow to it. Breathe. Fired up standing leg and release. If I told you where the inspiration for this class came, I'd be embarrassed. No. I was laying in bed waking up and stretching, and I brought one knee to chest. I'm like, oh, that feels good. And then I slid the knee out to the side. I'm like, oh, that feels good. And I went, ooh, that could be a class. All right, left side down, right side up. Here we go. Lift up. 4 of them just like this. And up. Work on balance every day. Down. Lift up. And down. Good. This one, lift up. Hold. Outside knee, outside elbow. Woo! Breathe. Squeeze the heck out of that left hip. Find it. And lower. And shake it out. Come on back to your mats, everybody. Well done. Come all the way down and come to a seat. Ooh. And just kind of roll the shoulders. And maybe you notice that without even realizing it, those shoulders have loosened up a little bit, right? Just notice. All right, so inhale, take the arms out. Open them up to the sides. Cross your right under your left and come to eagle arms. And breathe. And then just little circles. Little circles. Breathe. That's it. Circle the other way. If this hurts, separate the arms. And then come back to center. Release the hand, slide elbow to opposite wrist. And just leave one stacked on top of the other. And then lift up and down. Good, just two more. Lift up and down. One more. And down. And then take it out in front of you and let your left hand slide to your right wrist. And I just want you to kind of organically pull that wrist around with you. And it's going to be up to you how you do this and how it feels. So you're creating a little bit of tension. You're just checking it out. Good, one more big circle. That's it. And release. My arms like got 10 pounds heavier. It's amazing I can stand. Okay, there we go. Inhale, reach up. I don't know what's happening this morning. Gonna cross your left up to your right. Come to eagle arms on this side. Nice big circles. Maybe it's the no coffee. Circle, circle, circle. Just feel all your range of motion. Breathe. And then take it back to center. Undo. Slide them. Wrist to elbow or elbow to fingertips. Take it up overhead and down. And up overhead. When you're taking these arms overhead, try not to duck your head forward too much. Breathe. And down. One more right here. Lift. And down. And then take it out in front of you. Slide your right hand. Grab your left. And the same thing. I'm just gently kind of tugging, keeping a little tension on that left wrist as I slide it around. Yeah. Big deep breath, everybody. Last one. Oh, and release it and shake it out. And because I made everybody get a strap, grab a strap. It's one of those days, folks. Might as well embrace it, right? All right, take the hands out, reach them up, bend your elbows, easy, take it behind your head. And then squeeze it up, take it forward, twist to your right, twist center, twist to your left, and center. Take it up, bend your elbows, easy, I'm not over pulling, reach it up, take it center, go right, and center, go left, and center, last one, reach up, bend your elbows, hold right here. Don't over pull on the strap, just see. If you can move the elbows or the hands, like an inch or two or three, up and down, like you're sliding those shoulder blades, I know. Right, especially if we have that upper back rounding, ooh, is this a good one? And reach up, take it forward, last one, twist, center, and left, and center, and release it down. Good. And take your feet right to the front of your mat, and come all the way down. Feet to the floor. Take the arms up. And then reach to the ceiling with one arm and down. Reach to the other and down. Good. Two more both sides. Reach up. Squeeze it down. Reach up. Down. Last one. Reach up. Down. And up. Down. Good. Turn both of your palms forward or away from your eyes. Lower one hand down, raise the other one up and overhead. Just pause, stay right here. Relax your jaw. Don't overreach, just let the weight of the arms take you where they're gonna go.
And inhale, center, switch sides. All the way down, all the way up. Breathe. And switch one more, both sides, just stretching. And switch. And both arms up, both arms to cactus, and then just let those forearms drop to the floor. So cactus arms, knees come toward chest, roll the knees to one side. Easy, easy twist here. Maybe that hand, that same side hand goes to the knees, maybe not. Maybe it's a soft fist between the knees for support. Shoulders are nice and wide here. Feel maybe a stretch along that opposite chest. One more good deep breath. If your hand is on your knees, release those knees, one knee and then the other back to center, and shift to the other side. Knees come down. Stretch through that shoulder, opposite shoulder. Find your breath. And if that hand is on your knees, release. Bring your knees back to center. Draw both knees to chest. Stretch one leg really, really, really long. Let it come to the floor, to the corner of your mat. Stretch your other leg really long. And let that come to your mat. Do me a favor before you go into Shavasana. I want you to squeeze everything as much as you can. Maybe growl a little bit. And let it go. And find your Shavasana. Let yourself be comfortable. Let yourself release and relax. And be who you were always meant to be. Feel the edges of your body start to melt into the mat. Feel the softness of your breath. Feel the release of tension all through your body. Maybe let your exhale be longer than your inhale, not really even on purpose, just by letting go of that breath a little bit longer.
Resist the urge to do something else. Go softer still. And as you're ready, start to bring your attention back. Start to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Drawing your knees to your chest. Rocking side to side. And then ever so slowly curling all the way over, coming back to your seated pose.